Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter. This is Biology, Habitat and Adaptations. This is chapter 10. In this chapter, we will learn about adaptations and habitat of plants and animals. In the first part, we will learn about biotic components. So, first of all, see what is the chapter focus. Chapter focuses on first environment, then habitat and its types, and third adaptation and its types. So let's start habitat and adaptations. First of all, small activity, kick-off activity. Characteristics of animals. Find out the exclusive characteristics of the animals mentioned below. Collect a picture of the features is visible and paste them in the activity book. Make a scrapbook or activity book, and where you can collect the pictures of these animals and their characteristic feature means one important character of this animal, and paste it in your activity book or copy anywhere. Secondly, here is some name of some animals. You have to write characteristic feature of the animal, at least one. I have written one. Duck. One characteristic feature of duck is webbed feet which help them to swim. They have webbed feet. Earthworm. Earthworm has longitudinal and circular muscles. Through them, locomotion occurs. Third is fish. One characteristic, gills, presence of gills for respiration. Birds. There are many characteristics. One of them is hollow bones which help them to fly. Polar bear. Many characteristics. One is thick fur which protect them from the extreme cold. Snail. They have muscular foot through which locomotion occurs. Now come to environment. What is environment? All living beings are different from each other on basis of their geographical climate and condition. Means living beings, you just imagine a picture arise in your eyes. Means there is a specific design of all the plants and animals. The surrounding that affect an organism is known as its environment. जो आप देखते हो अपने चारों तरफ, that is environment. The surrounding that affect an organism is known as environment. These environments, these surroundings may have both living and non-living things. When you see a house, you see animals, you see human beings, you see plants, you see many non-living things. Table, chair, soil, air, temperature, many things that are non-living also. The natural environment or habitat is mainly made up of two components, biotic and abiotic. Biotic means which have life. And where is the life? Life is in plants and animals and human beings. That's all. Except these three, all are abiotic. Only plant, animal and human beings are biotic, and other than all are abiotic. So listen what your book says. All living beings or components present in the environment are known as biotic, all living beings. Whereas non-living components like air, water, soil, all are known as abiotic, means they are non-living. components of the environment. First come biotic components. Biotic means life. Biotic components are the living components of our natural environment. In this environment, the animals, the plants, and the human beings are only biotic components. And this makes a natural component where all other abiotic things are also present. They can be divided into three groups on the basis of their food source. They are producer, consumer, scavenger, and decomposer. On the basis of on their food, these living things, these living organisms are divided into three parts. First, producer, second, consumer, and third is scavenger and decomposer. Let's see what are they. Producer. Living things that make their own food are called producer. And there is only one producer, that is green plants. Green plants are the only producer. They make their own food from the process of photosynthesis. In this process, they take carbon dioxide from the air, water from the root, and energy of sunlight, and in the presence of green pigment, that is chlorophyll. They need these four things: carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll, and make their own food for themselves also, for other plants also, for animals also, and for human beings also. So they are called producer and also called autotroph. Auto means self, troph means to make. The organism which make their own food by themselves, खुद से बनाते हैं, they are called autotroph. Second is consumer. Consumer means who consumes, जो खाते हैं, बनाते नहीं हैं, but they consume. Those animals who cannot make their own food and depend on these autotrophs or producer or green plants, सब एक है, directly or indirectly, for their food are called consumer. They are also called heterotrophs. Hetero means other, trophs means food, make food. They can't make their own food, they depend on others, that's why they are called heterotrophs. Some example of heterotrophs are humans, cow, dog, cat, tiger, any animal. The consumers are further categorized as herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. ठीक है. Consumers are again divided into three parts. Herbivorous, all three are consumer, but see the difference. Herbivorous means they get their food directly from plant, means they only eat plants. They are called primary consumer. Second, carnivorous. Carnivorous eat other animals. They are carnivorous. So they indirectly depend on plant and directly depend on animals to get their food. How indirectly? Because the animals who are eaten by these carnivorous, they depend on plant. They eat plant. So indirectly carnivorous are also dependent on plants. So they are called secondary consumer. And third is omnivorous. Means they eat both plant and animals. The omnivorous eat both plants and animals. So they are carnivorous, herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous. They are the consumer. And consumers are divided into three parts on the basis of their food. Understood? Now third is scavenger and decomposer. Scavenger. Scavenger, example, eagle. Scavenger feed on dead remains of other organism. Dead animals को जो खाता है. Some example of scavenger are hyena, crow. Some organism like bacteria and fungus feed on dead plants and animals. Scavenger eats dead remains of the animal. जैसे कहीं पे कोई जानवर मरा हुआ है तो scavenger eats them. And decomposer, second part, organism like bacteria and fungus feed on dead plant and animals. जो dead हो गया, they eat them. So they are called decomposer because they decompose, they break the body part of dead animals or plants. They break these complex organism, complex compounds into simple compounds. Just like their body is made up of protein and carbohydrate, they break carbohydrate into carbon dioxide and water and so. Carbon dioxide goes up in the sky, in the air. Water goes into the soil. So they break these animals, their bodies, and decompose them into simple compound. Both scavenger and decomposer release the nutrient from the dead remains and pass it to the soil and air also. These nutrients mix with soil and again absorbed by the green plants or producer, and that's why scavenger and decomposer both play a vital role in maintaining the balance and recycling of nutrients in nature. These simple compounds goes into the air, goes into the soil, and they are again absorbed with water into the plant. And plants take it, does photosynthesis, makes food, and this food again eaten by consumers and other animals. All the consumers, they eat, and that's why the recycling occurs again and again. Okay, hope you understood. Interaction among biotic components. All living beings and abiotic components depend on each other in many ways. For example, human depends on plants for food, medicine, wood, cotton, etc. And animals depend on plants for food and shelter. But in turn, plants depend on animals for pollination and dispersal of seed, which is also very important for plants. So they interact or they help each other among biotic components. These are among all living organisms, plant and animals and human beings. They interact each other. They take advantage of each other and give something to each other. That is called interaction. Interaction between all the three biotic components, that is human beings, plants and animals, means they help each other. That's all for today. Next day we will learn about abiotic components. Okay, thank you so much.